Welcome back to our Class of 2019 Prospect Series. On the line with Andrew Bone of BamaInsider.com. My name is Kyle Henderson. Been breaking down a ton of prospects all summer long. Bone, what's going on, man? You've been busy.
Been busy, which is good.
Yeah, it's good, man. And Alabama's Class of 2019 already stacked. A lot of guys still on the board today. And today we're talking about Christian Harris, a 3-star on Rivals.com, 6'1", 225 pounds. And I wanted to bring you on just to talk about him overall. And first things first, is he underrated or underranked by Rivals.com?
Well, I think so, and I think it's a lot of people look at rankings and they say, well, hey, a lot of people have him as a 4-star. Why is he a 3-star? Well, Rivals hasn't updated the rankings in quite a while. I mean, it's been, since before the spring started, before the camp season started. There's been a ton of Rivals camps that have been going on, ton of seven events, ton of just different camps throughout the entire country that that the guys from Rivals typically like to go to all these camps, evaluate all these kids before they start updating the rankings. And I know the updated rankings are going to come out in mid-June on Rivals.com. So I certainly expect his ranking to improve because guess what? The guys from Rivals finally got a chance to see him in action. And the only film that's online right now is of him working out at or playing, wide receiver and safety for his high school team. And a lot of people project him at linebacker at the next level. So, it's always good to watch a kid, compete and work out at the position he's expected to play in college. So you can get a good idea of, or at least you can give a good evaluation at the position. Now, I had a chance to see him at the Rivals camp down in Mobile back in February, and he, impressive looking prospect. He did not work out at linebacker though. He maintained that he wanted to work out at wide receiver, and that's the position that he worked out at during that event. But he was, it's hard to look at this kid and think, he's going to be, he's overranked or he's underranked because he's he's definitely an impressive kid from a physical standpoint, from an athletic standpoint. He's got a lot of great tools that you look for in a prospect, and he's got a chance to be a really good linebacker at the next level if that's the position that he wants to play. But I definitely expect his ranking to go up. How high that is, I'm not sure. I don't rank the area, but I definitely expect him to be at least a high 4-star on Rivals.com.
We're talking with Andrew Bone of BamaInsider.com, our recruiting analyst. We're talking about Christian Harris today, 6'1", 225 pounds, listed as an athlete. Bone likes him as a linebacker. He played wide receiver at the camps he's been to out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. He's taken several trips to Alabama after talking with you, and are you surprised that he hasn't pulled the trigger and committed already?
Yeah, a little bit. Because Alabama has 3 linebacker commitments right now, including you got an inside guy in Shane Lee. You look at Shane Lee and you think there's no doubt he's an inside linebacker. He's he's one of your Mike guys. Then you have Kevin Harris, an outside linebacker that sort of similar to Christian Harris, in regards to his athleticism, his speed. Now, I do think Kevin Harris is more of your true outside linebacker. Could end up playing Jack, so I don't think he's going to end up being a true maybe inside outside guy. That Christian Harris is going to be. I mean, the good thing about Christian Harris is he's got some range. He's got the ability to play Either position. I don't see him as a jack, but I definitely can see him playing outside linebacker or inside linebacker. So, I think Alabama likes that a lot about him. Now, King Wakuda, a 6'4", 200, almost 230-pound outside linebacker, inside linebacker from LaGrange, also committed. So you got 3 really good linebacker commitments in the class. What's going to happen down the road? You still have Christian Harris out there. You have Kayvon Thibodeau out of California, 5-star DN, mainly recruited as an outside linebacker, jack linebacker by Alabama. Nakobe Dean still out there. So you got some big-time targets still out there. Alabama probably going to take maybe 5 linebackers this year. I think 4 was the original thought, but if they can get the 5 guys, 5 elite guys, there's no doubt they'll take 5 more, or not 5 more guys, but 2 more guys for a total of 5. So we'll see how the rest of the class shapes up. But Christian Harris still remains one of Alabama's top targets.
When will Harris return back to Tuscaloosa? That's my next question. I mean, he's been a couple times. I mean, but when are you anticipating him to return?
Well, I spoke to him the other night, and he told me that he plans on returning to Tuscaloosa on June the 3rd. That's going to be the first time he's back since April. He's really looking forward to the trip. I asked him, I said, "Now, are you going to participate in the camp, or will you just be there for an unofficial visit?" And he said he's just coming for an unofficial visit. But yeah, it really wouldn't surprise me if he got out there and worked out for at least half a day. I think Alabama would really like to see him work out. See if he's better suited for an outside or inside linebacker position. They may even work him out at safety. Now, I don't think he'll end up being a safety in college, but they may just move him around, see what they like him at, and kind of decide from there. But plans on visiting on June the 3rd, and he told me that he plans on, as of right now, planning on returning on June the 22nd as well. So that's 2 more trips to Tuscaloosa that are planned for the month of June for Christian Harris.
On the line with Andrew Bone of BamaInsider.com, our recruiting analyst. We're talking about Christian Harris, 3-star, 6'1", 225 pounds, out of the state of Louisiana. Bone, is Alabama the team to beat for Christian Harris?
Well, probably about a month or so ago, I would have said yes. There was no doubt, maybe a month and a half ago, because he had taken 4-5 visits to Tuscaloosa since January. I mean, that's a lot of trips to one school. And I think that Alabama's in really good shape. I think they're very high on his list. I don't think there's any doubt about it. And we'll see how the visit goes next month, or excuse me, in the next few weeks. I think Alabama could end up getting his commitment. If they don't, you never know what's going to happen. But I think LSU is definitely heavily involved with him. Georgia, very high on his list. But the longer he waits, the more the tougher it might be for him to end up at Alabama, just because of the number situation. I mean, Alabama has 14 commitments right now. 3 of those are linebackers, and Alabama's hoping to get 2 more linebackers on board, and obviously Nakobe Dean, Kayvon Thibodeau remain 2 major targets, along with Christian Harris.
For our Class of 2019 series, thanks for joining us. My name is Kyle Henderson, on the line with Andrew Bone. You can find all our content on our YouTube channel, and you can also find all our coverage on BamaInsider.com all the time. Scoop the info whenever you want it from Andrew Bone. Chat with him inside the recruiting board on BamaInsider.com. Always look for the free 30-day trial. If you have any account questions, email me at kyle@BamaInsider.com. From beautiful Tuscaloosa, Alabama, this is another Class 2019 Prospect Series, and we'll catch you back on the website.